Cassidy will be in. We talked about him bursting into Tony Khan's office. Not an easy thing to do. Normally, as we know, Orange Cassidy, very, very low-key, to say the least. But not that way today. Thinking about what happened to Kyle O'Reilly.
You have to imagine both Roderick Strong and Orange Cassidy very emotionally charged heading into this tournament. Of course, being part of the Blue League, that means that at some point, Roderick Strong and Orange Cassidy will have to face one another, as will Jon Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli.
Yes, sir. What this tournament's all about. Competition.
From wherever, weighing whatever, wrestling squeeze, Orange Cassidy.
Nigel, each entrant into the Continental Classic will have to wrestle 5 matches in a little over the space of a month. Every match is important, but this one for Orange Cassidy about more than just 3 points.
Yeah, it's personal. Orange Cassidy, close friend with Kyle O'Reilly, will be looking for not just the 3 points, to your point, but also a modicum of payback. Because it would have been Kyle O'Reilly instead of Roderick Strong in the Blue League had O'Reilly not been injured after the match with Jon Moxley at Full Gear.
Claudio Castagnoli, Orange Cassidy, our Dynamite Thanksgiving Eve main event. Want to thank you for joining us here tonight. Of course, we will be back on. Oh, Castagnoli came steaming in forward with an uppercut attempt too. Orange Cassidy trying to end it early. Uppercut intercepted, backslide applied. Castagnoli breaks once again. Cassidy pushing the pace here in the early going.
No, did not have the leverage.
Castagnoli returns Orange to his feet. Sunset flip attempt. Castagnoli holds his ground, puts on the brakes.
Again, not the leverage against a man the size and the power of Claudio Castagnoli. Hold on.
DDT, no, inside cradle. Cassidy, very close, had a tight grip. You saw how he crossed those ankles, but Castagnoli, the tilt-a-whirl backbreaker.
I love how Orange Cassidy saved his aggression, saved his anger for the bell. Did not rush in too quickly. Of course, Claudio obviously has the advantage right now, but it was a great start for Orange Cassidy.
Strategy for Cassidy from the get-go. Kept evading Castagnoli, but you had to realize at some point the bigger, more powerful man was going to get his shot in. And now he has got Cassidy hurting.
Claudio Castagnoli sends Cassidy face first into that top turnbuckle. This is Claudio's 3rd consecutive Continental Classic. He's competed in all 3. 2023 finishing with 7 points. Last year, 9 points. He was in it until the very final night. A loss on the final night to Commander is what eliminated Claudio Castagnoli.
Whoa.
Last year, he would have finished on top with a victory. Castagnoli hopes to keep that upward trend going this year, but Orange Cassidy trying to get under Castagnoli's skin. Thrust kick.
And that was on target. Claudio is staggering.
Orange Cassidy on the move, swinging a miss by Castagnoli. And Cassidy, arm drag, brings down the larger man. And Orange Cassidy on the move, that toe bait. But Castagnoli comes back with the lariat.
Let's not forget the tournament will continue tomorrow night on our Thanksgiving collision over on TNT. We've had some sensational matches tonight, Excalibur.
That's right, Gold and Blue League action tomorrow night, part of the Thanksgiving night collision. The Alpha Konosuke Takeshita, Roderick Strong in the Blue League. Both men looking to start their campaign with 3 points.
How about this one?
Yeah, the Bastard Pack and Speedball Mike Bailey. Gold League action tomorrow night. All a part of our Thanksgiving night collision. The Toxic Spider Tekla, Ty Mello. One and Eddie Kingston. Katsuyori Shibata just made official a few moments ago.
Keep it up, Claudio!
Castagnoli under the bottom rope.
Thanksgiving's always historically been the biggest night in pro wrestling. We expect a big, big night for all of our fans tomorrow night.
Orange Cassidy dodges the incoming Castagnoli once again, and now Cassidy was thinking DDT on the floor, but instead, Cassidy bounced back and forth off the barricade. Claudio Castagnoli with the advantage in tonight's main event. The action continues. Don't go anywhere. That's a bad sign, Nigel, for Orange Cassidy to come up clutching and flexing that right arm.
Yeah, the damage came back from an injury not too long ago. Orange Cassidy is known for his resilience, much like Darby Allin. Notable runs as the international champion. And it was the number of title defenses that he had that ultimately led to him being usurped by Roderick Strong, no less, in his last reign.
Claudio Castagnoli now with the advantage. This match coming, I believe, 3 weeks to the day after the last time these two men met. The advantage battle, the first advantage battle in the Blood and Guts, leading up to the Blood and Guts double steel cage match. Claudio Castagnoli, the better man that night. And somehow, Orange Cassidy coming into this match even more emotionally charged, Tony.
Yeah, and we laid out the reasons why, but right now, Claudio just overwhelming Orange Cassidy. How about that slam? That was a He-Man slam.
Known for his strength, Castagnoli, the only man to body slam Paul White over the top rope. Oh! That takes some strength, questionably. Stoic look on the face of Castagnoli, unmoved. Like his native Switzerland, known for being neutral. It's a country of mercenaries, so they can choose which side is going to pay them the most.
Delayed vertical suplex. Lateral press, leg is hooked. Cassidy able to break free.
Certainly, Castagnoli is committed to the Death Riders and their cause. He has said, only in death duty ends.
I think he's getting frustrated too. I'm not sure. Here's Claudio.
Certainly dished out a lot of punishment when it comes to Orange Cassidy. He's not so much freshly squeezed as thinly stretched at the moment. Wait a second, he's trying for that. Again, trying to get the power from the hands in the pockets.
Rapid fire uppercuts in the corner. Castagnoli battering the jaw of Orange Cassidy.
But the third time he's tried, Orange Cassidy has tried to put his hands in his pocket. It's just a defiant move is what it is. And it makes Claudio angrier each and every time.
And each time, Orange Cassidy was shut down by Claudio Castagnoli. And Castagnoli just taking a slow approach to this match, really drawing out the punishment on Orange Cassidy.
Just stalking Cassidy. He's starting to show a little bit of emotion. The King of Sloth style. Can he mount back in this match?
Welcome back to this Thanksgiving Eve edition of AEW Dynamite. Our main event is underway. The second match in the 2025 Continental Classic Blue League. It is Claudio Castagnoli just ragdolling Orange Cassidy. Cassidy has been trying for the last few moments, Tony, to put his hands into the pockets, and Claudio has denied him at every turn.
At every turn, and that time it almost looked like a giant swing using the arms. Look at this. He's just, again, as you said, ragdolling Orange Cassidy everywhere around this ring.
Grabbing the waistband, driving Cassidy down into the gutbuster.
Let's not forget this.
Earlier tonight we saw John Moxley advance with 3 points in the Blue League at some point, as you mentioned. Castagnoli will face Moxley. It would be nice if he can match him for points.
Now up to the shoulder, but Cassidy! Great body control by Cassidy. The DDT.
Don't forget that Claudio is the only man in this tournament, only man in AEW that's wrestled in all three Continental Classics. There he goes.
As Cassidy springs up to his feet. Claudio, though, up to his feet as well. This is behind Cassidy. Drop kick. That one caught Claudio on the hip unorthodox location, but still effective for Cassidy. The PK connects.
Well, he's hurting this, Cassidy, though. Look at this. He can barely stand.
Or both of these men were part of the Casino Gauntlet match this past Saturday at Full Gear, and that was a wild affair. And Orange Cassidy looking for beach break.
With the damage to the lower back that Castagnoli laid out earlier, I don't think Orange Cassidy is going to be able to hit that.
Nobody home for Claudio in the corner, except for the ring post. And Orange Cassidy, the tope, and DDT on the floor.
Still holding the back, the same lower back that bothered him throughout his international title reign.
As Orange Cassidy returns Claudio Castagnoli to the ring, our main event, the Blue League matchup in the 2025 Continental Classic underway. 3 points on the line here tonight for the winner. In the event of a draw, it's 1 point each, 20-minute time limit. Orange Cassidy connects with a stun dog millionaire.
Cassidy, indefatigable, will not be stopped.
He's literally pulling him. Look at this, pulling himself up all the way to the top.
Sheer will, power, taking Cassidy to the top. Is the juice worth the squeeze? No!
Cut, catches Cassidy on the way in. The roll up and no! The cover, excuse me, but Orange Cassidy able to make the escape.
Castagnoli's beaten a lot of people with that pop-up European uppercut. Orange Cassidy flew into the perfect position for it. You don't get much closer to 3 than that.
A lot of excitement around this tournament. Well, let's not forget that we have a brand new first ever national champion. It is Ricochet. He won that title, of course, at Full Gear. Going to hear from him for the very first time coming up tomorrow night here in AEW and over on TNT on Collision.
Thanksgiving night Collision tomorrow night. Continental Classic action will continue tomorrow. But right now, the hammer and anvil elbows delivered by Castagnoli into the jaw of Orange Cassidy. Claudio perhaps looking for that neutralizer, but Orange Cassidy.
How can he do this?
Nope, the beach break avoided by Claudio and right into the giant swing. Orange Cassidy sent for a ride. Claudio peeling off that elbow pad.
He hits him with this European uppercut. He'll knock him right out.
Orange punch catches Claudio on the way in. And the pop-up countered by Cassidy, but Claudio, great core strength, preventing the Hurricane Rana and DDT. Orange Cassidy lining up Castagnoli.
Looking for a second one.
Orange punch. From the air.
How about that on the way down?
Caught him on the way down and beach break. Orange Cassidy 1, 2, 3.
If that will not keep Claudio down, what in the world will?
I'm not sure if Orange Cassidy has the answer to that question.
3 points to the winner of this match. Orange Cassidy digging deep into his bag of tricks against Claudio Castagnoli as he take another look, Nigel.
Well, if you would award points for effort, certainly Orange Cassidy would get it, but unfortunately, it's a 3 count that would have secured it. And Orange Cassidy unable to keep the big Swiss man down.
You know, Kyle O'Reilly is at home watching this, cheering for Orange Cassidy, wishing that Kyle could be in this tournament.
Orange punch misses. Claudio does not miss with that one. Ran over Cassidy. And brings him up. Cassidy reverses. Hurricane Rana collects the legs.
Whoa.
And Orange on the way in. Get up! Uppercut Castagnoli. 2, 3.
I told you so.
Here is Claudio Castagnoli.
That uppercut has been there for Claudio Castagnoli when he's needed it most. Orange Cassidy fell by it once again, and Castagnoli joins Jon Moxley atop the Blue League with 3 big points on our opening night of Continental Classic action in 2025. Oh, wow, this is huge. Next Wednesday, it will be Death Rider versus Death Rider. Claudio Castagnoli, Jon Moxley, one-on-one. Plus the semifinal round match, the Hardcore Holiday Death Match, the Timeless Love Bombs versus Megan Bayne and Marina Shafir. And right now, Renee Paquette standing by inside the ring to interview the victorious Claudio Castagnoli.
This was a huge night for the Death Riders, both Claudio Castagnoli and Jon Moxley getting 3 points apiece in the Blue League. Now tomorrow night on Collision, representing the Gold League, we will see Pac take on Speedball Mike Bailey. Now, Claudio, you are the only man to have competed in all 3 C2s. How does it feel to set the pace for the Whoa!
Oh, Orange Cassidy, look at this.
Renee, we better run.
Yeah, not taking too kindly to the taunting from Wheeler Yuta, but now it's the Death Riders descending on Orange Cassidy. Roderick Strong in there. He's got Cassidy's back despite being in the same group stage. There's like AEW officials coming out, and so is Konosuke Takeshita, the Don Callis family, and
His opponent tomorrow.
Takeshita, those right hands to Roderick Strong. And now, almost like
The Rana's in there. Speedball's in there.
everybody, Kevin Knight's in there, as is Kyle Fletcher. And this is just breaking down, and all the competitors in the Continental Classic teeing off on one another. A wild, wild scene here.
Getting a taste of what we're going to see tomorrow night on Collision. Whoa.
This continues to break down right in front of our broadcast position.
Dorada.
That's going to draw it unbeknownst to the pile on the
To
floor.
the sky.
Let's go around Dorada. Taking a huge risk, and look at the top of the ramp. I believe that's Kazuchika Okada.
It is.
Orange punch delivered to Wheeler Yuta as the Continental Champion, the Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada, looking on, and importantly for him, staying above the fray.
Wow, what a tournament we've kicked off, and Renee was right. 3 points each for members of the Death Riders, and Pac made another 3 tomorrow night.
Pac and Speedball, Takeshita and Roderick Strong tomorrow night, part of that Thanksgiving night. Collision on TNT and HBO Max, and then 1 week from tonight, Continental Classic Blue League action continues. Claudio Castagnoli, Jon Moxley, both men with 3 points. Will they leave Dynamite with 6? We will find out 1 week from tonight. But fans, thank you for joining us this Thanksgiving Eve. We'll see you tomorrow, Thanksgiving night, for Collision on TNT and HBO Max.